Hey everybody, welcome back to the studio today. And was thinking about what we could draw for Mother's Day, so I had a request for a Mother's Day bouquet or maybe a flower garden. I think we'll add it up together, alright? So we'll make a bunch of flowers in like a long pot, maybe that would sit on a windowsill or something like that. So it's a beautiful day for drawing and for playing outside, and I've been doing both. So I hope you're ready to draw, and let's make our moms something beautiful, all right? And grandmas. Grandmas like pretty things too. Okay, get your pencils, let's go. All right, we're gonna make a planter's box that goes along a windowsill sort of, and you could draw the window behind it later, but for now, let's make the front of the box and some leaves overlapping it as we go. Starting at about the middle of the paper, while your paper's turned horizontally. All right, what I'd like to do is draw a line that comes across and stop. And to make this simple, right here, we're gonna come up like a backwards R and over the top again and down. Then we can connect with a wavy line to be a leaf. It'll drape over the front of our planter's box. We need a couple of those. Let's do another one going this way. And this one can kind of come here, like this. Now, we can pick that line up, go on the opposite side of the leaves just a little bit, and we'll make our leaf go in the other direction this time. One here, and then here, and down. We can make the leaf go in this way and a little bit of a line coming out. And that's good enough, okay? Let's make rounded edges. So actually it's going to round up like a C shape on each end. This will make it look like our flower pot's got some thickness to it. And then we're going to kind of bring a line on each side here, and it'll come in at a diagonal. One here, and one here. And our goal, what we want to do today, is to make a top and a bottom. So now we'll bring this across, nice and straight, so it's parallel to the top line, and connect. And then we'll make it like a buckle is around the bottom of this. So bring it out, down, down, and then make a parallel line that goes the whole way across and connects. Good? And then I'm going to bring this line through just a little bit so it's short, and I'll make another line parallel, which means it doesn't intersect, it doesn't cross, it follows. Very good? Okay. Now we can add some more leaves, because there will be leaves in front, and then there will be stems, and then there will be leaves again. And when we do the leaves, then the stems behind them, then more leaves behind. That's overlapping, and we make some space that way. It looks really pretty. So let's make a leaf coming out, going off that edge, and similar one here, going off that edge. They're coming up out of the pot. You can even put a little line on them if you want to. For some extra detail, we can add to this line down in here. I didn't put one on there. Variety, okay? We'll put another one here. One here. We can actually make it kind of simple and make like teeth. All right, here. Who knows what? And we can do that here, like some little grass growing in there, right? All right, and then we can add a couple more. One. Two. And you notice it's going to get taller in the middle, and then it's going to get shorter out at the edges, okay? So now we've got plenty of leaves to start with. We're going to make a couple of stems for some tulips. All right, I think our mothers and grandmothers would like some tulips. So let's do, maybe one's drooping. It's kind of leaning over to the side. It's heavy. One going here. We want one Also leaning, but going behind this tall leaf and then out the other side to connect. Keep these stems nice and thin, and that way they don't look like tree trunks, right? And then we'll put one over here, right about here. Up and down. All right, now tulips being closed, they're really simple to make, okay? It's like an egg. So we can start off with like an egg. It's pointed at the top, and then it comes down and around. Let's go ahead and do that to this one. Keep it on the paper. If it goes off the paper, it's not a problem. Remember, art is all about making it your own. If it's too big and it goes off the paper, it's actually probably going to look prettier because it'll make it look like it takes up all that space. Instead of a really small pot with small plants, which is not a whole lot of fun to look at. All right, now, here we just kind of come up, follow it around, and go underneath. Just like that. It's kind of like two sides of drawing a heart. Up, around, in, up, around, in. Up, around, and in. Up. There. Nice. Okay. Now we have our tulips. The next one we want to do are some lilies. Okay, so the lilies are a little more difficult, and you can actually just make one or two, and they're going to be a little bigger. Okay, so on the lily stems, usually their leaves go the whole way up, and you'll notice that there are no leaves on our tulips because the tulips leaves only come out of the very bottom where they come out of the ground. Okay. So for our lily, we're just going to draw the lily first, and then we'll draw the stem with the leaves. So find some space. I'm going to kind of come close to my tulips, and I'm going to draw my lily like this. All right. So going down behind the leaf, upside down J. All right, and then it's going to kind of come up, follow it, and connect. It's almost like the leaves, right? And there's another one, goes behind the lily, or behind the tulip, and comes in and connects. There's another one. All right, we're going to leave a little space. It's not going to connect. It's just going to hit. It's going to curl. And it's going to come in and down. The next one, I'm going to kind of come over and down. Don't connect it here. All right, and then we're going to put our last petal here. And then inside our lily, we've got these little pretty seeds. And then these kind of come down with a V shape. And then along the stem, we can do this. Ready? Make your stem. And then it's going to kind of come out and in. And now, and that's going to disappear. We're going to make an alternating pattern. Like that. Let's go ahead and make one more over here, shall we? All right, this time we'll start with the stem. We'll come up right here, and we're just going to go behind and up and stop. All right, and here we have our U shape, so U. And from here, we're going to make our flowers. So we're going to come up and over and connect. This one will come down and back up, and they're curved, really pretty, right? Then this one is going to kind of come up and connect. And this one is going to come up, and mine goes off the page. How about yours? All right, and then I want to put a little one right here. And then I make my lines for my seeds. And the seeds are basically like a colored in oval on the end. Great. At this point, we can make our little leaves kind of come out real careful on the sides, alternating. Nice and skinny and small. Alright, watch you don't do that with your marker like I did. And you kind of want to stop a little bit earlier. And this is maybe not confusing, but watch how it overlaps here because that makes some really nice details, okay? And we can't really see all the little leaves in here, so we just draw a few lines. And that looks really nice, okay? I'll do one more type of flower here. It's pretty simple. And well, let's just kind of see it. Just start with a little circle, like an oval. All right, and then there's just more little lines that come out, not above it, just below it. And then another layer, almost like a carnation. And another. And another. There. And then we can make our stems come down. Okay? There's a lot going on right here, isn't there? Let's add a few more leaves in the background, all right, so that it looks like the leaves go up behind the stem and back down. Maybe nothing in there. And then maybe on this one we just kind of come up and over and back down, all right? This looks plenty good. Let's make it one more. And you have to make it look like it connects on that side. This is great. Okay, let's pretend that it's on a window somewhere. And when you draw the window sill, just like every table, you don't stick it underneath the very bottom. You kind of set it up so it looks like the plant's sitting on the counter, not on the very edge of the counter. So it should be here. You can make your window sill look like it's coming up if you want to. Okay? All right. There you have it. So our flowers is beautiful. Let's get coloring. Let me go pick some colors out. All right, I'll tell you what I got. I've got a few colors here that I picked out. And so I picked out oranges and yellows and some reds for my tulips. I picked out pinks and purples and like a reddish pink color for my lily. I picked out a bunch of greens for the stems, and I picked out brown for and some orangish red for this terracotta pot with the base on it. So, all right, let's get moving on this bad boy. Well, there's our planner for our mothers. And if you haven't started thinking about something to do for your mom for Mother's Day, you better start thinking now. Moms love things that you make. They love that you had thoughts and made decisions, and that your little hands were building and constructing. So if you make this picture and you color it just for your mom, I know she's gonna love it. And don't forget about those grandmas out there. All right, they love you too, and they've been taking good care of you. So maybe make a picture for them. Make 2 of these. Why not? We're just practicing anyway, right? Practice makes progress. And I can't wait to see what you do. So post it if you can, share it if you can, and until next time, be safe and stay positive. See you later.